In this video, I will show you how to change a manual transaxle oil in your Scion IA. This also should work for similar cars that were branded differently, such as the 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020 Toyota Yaris IA. This video is for manual transmissions only. If your car has an automatic transmission, this video is not for you. I'm going to assume that if you're watching this video, you're already comfortable with basic maintenance on your car, such as changing oil and jacking up the car, and safely placing it on jack stands. You'll need the following tools: a floor jack, 4 jack stands, a 23mm socket, a 10mm socket with the appropriately sized ratchets, a push pin removal tool, a hand pump, and a drain pan. For supplies, you'll need to pick up 2 quarts of SAE 75W80 API GL4 gear oil and some extra push pin retainer clips. It is important to lift your car up on flat and solid ground. Ideally, you can do this in your own garage, or if your driveway is concrete and flat, you could also do it there. When I jack up this car, I support it on jack stands just behind the front wheels and just in front of the rear wheels, with the jacks placed along the pinch weld on the side of the car. Now that the car is safely up in the air, give it a few good shoves to make sure that it is securely on the jack stands.
The transaxle is hidden above this engine splash shield, which is secured with 6 push pin clips towards the rear and 7 10mm bolts along the front. Once the clips and bolts are removed, lower the panel by sliding it towards the rear of the car and move it aside. The transaxle should be exposed now. You'll notice 2 larger bolts on it. The one on the bottom is a drain plug, and the one on the side is the fill plug. Be careful when removing these bolts. Do not use an impact gun because it can damage the aluminum case. This is very important. Do not remove the drain plug first. You want to make sure you can remove the fill plug first, just in case this fill plug is stuck on there. If you remove the drain plug first and can't remove the fill plug, you'll drain the transmission with no way to properly fill it up again. Let's open the plugs. First the fill plug, then the drain plug. We'll give it a few minutes to fully drain out. Go ahead and put the drain plug back in place. Be careful not to over torque it. Again, this is an aluminum case and the threads are a bit more delicate than steel. Careful not to over torque it. Just a little bit. Open up your first quart of gear oil and put the pump in the container. Put the other end inside the fill plug. Once you've pumped all of the fluid out of the first quart, swap it out with the second quart and repeat the process. This is long. The total capacity for the transaxle is 1.68 quarts. A little over halfway through the second bottle, you should see some fluid seeping back out of the fill plug as you pump it in. That's a transaxle's way of telling you it's now full. Alright, let's go ahead and put this back in place. Let's do it by hand. Very carefully, not to cross-thread anything. Beautiful. All right. It's kind of a big end up, but we're not going to torque it down too much. We just want to make sure that we're torqued. Perfect. Once that's secured, take the engine splash shield and slide the tab gently into place. Secure the front of the splash shield with the 10mm bolts from before, and the rear of the splash shield with the push pin clips.
Lower the car back on the ground and test drive it. The transmission should feel smooth as you change gears. Thank you for watching. I have more maintenance videos on this car coming up, including front and rear brakes. Please like and subscribe if you're interested in seeing that as well.